Hey guys, what's going on? Steve Bailey here again, and I had yet another Facebook Marketplace pickup that I thought was worthy of at least sharing with you guys. Sorry if I'm a little bit out of breath, a little bit sweaty. I just finished packing up the Amazon shipment that you saw in the last video. Just went out the door to Amazon, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll be able to report back on how much of that is sold. Um, but yeah, so the story for today was the lady posted on Facebook Marketplace that she had a Xbox 360 and some games, and she said she was trying to figure out what it was worth, and she was considering maybe just selling it to GameStop and using it as trading credit for future games. So right there, I knew I had an opportunity because she was looking to get GameStop prices. So I went on GameStop's website and I looked up, and it looks like they're giving in trade-in credit, the top end that they'll give. You know, they have a lower price for cash, but then they have a higher price for trade-in credit. And then if you're a member or not member, so the top dollar they would give for an Xbox 360 set was 25 bucks. So I it was like $24 and something. So I told her, I said, without seeing the games, I said I could do $30 for the console. I said, and then depending on the games, we could do up to 50. So she showed me the list of the games. I'm going to show you that pickup here in a minute. But before I do, I'm doing an experiment with this video. Before we get into the rest of the details, I just want to tell you, um, normally what I do is I tell people to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video, and I do that at the end of the video. But today, I'm going to try doing it now before we get into the meat and potatoes, because what I'm noticing is YouTube is telling me that my views are, people aren't lasting through the entire video. So I'm hoping that if I get the word out on the front end of the video, people will actually take action. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to put out some videos like this as often as I can. When something interesting happens, I don't do it on a regular schedule. I do it whenever I have a good pickup. I had one a couple of days ago, and now I've got one today. So sometimes they come together quickly, sometimes they take a while. So if you subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell notification, you'll get a notification when I post a new video, and you'll also help the channel because I'm at about 1,200 subscribers, trying to get to 2,000. That's the goal. So yeah, so that would really help. Also, liking the video helps with YouTube metrics. Making a comment on the video helps the YouTube metrics. So if you could do those things, that would be really helpful. I'd be really appreciative. So thank you very much for that on the upfront. Now, back to the story. So she showed me the games, and I'm going to show you the pickup video here in a minute. And she said, I said, yeah, I could do 50 bucks for that. And she said, okay, cool. So one of the pro tips I can give you is my wife was at the doctor's appointment, was at a doctor's appointment, and I was sitting in the waiting room waiting for her. So I was just, we were making small talk back and forth, and found out she was moving and whatnot like that. So the more of a rapport you can build with people, the better your negotiating power. So we got to talking back and forth, and we'd settled on 50 bucks. And I said, just real quick, I said, I have a question. I said, I'm assuming they all have their manuals, right? Because that's a big selling point if you're collecting or if you're reselling, whether or not they have the manuals. So she came back to me and she said, well, these four have their manuals, but the rest don't. So, and of course, the four that had the manuals were the four that were not worth a whole lot. So I said, okay, I said, would you take 40 bucks instead of 50? And again, I was willing to pay the 50, but I wanted to see where the wiggle room was and see how effective the rapport had been. So she came back with, "Oh, I knew this was going to happen. This is the haggling part. I hate this part. Blah blah blah." So we just made some comedic banter back and forth. And anyway, we wound up settling on $45. And I said, "Well, I said, here's the problem. I said, I can't find an ATM machine that dispenses $5 bills." So I said, that's why I said 40, because that way I could just get two 20s out. I know all ATMs do $20 bills. So anyway, we settled on 45. I couldn't find a machine. I said, I'm riding around trying to find a machine. She said, let's just do 40. I said, I've got four $1 bills in my pocket. I said, we'll do 44. That way I can give you the two 20s and what change I've got. And that was literally, that was the truth. That wasn't a lie. That was what I had in my pocket. So we actually settled on $44. And when you see what I got, I think it's a fair deal. I obviously would have liked the 40, but again, $4, who's going to make a big stink? The Xbox with a controller by itself on Amazon is selling for about $100. So after fees, I'd make about 80, I'm guessing. So still at 40 bucks, even $44, I'm still doubling my money, and the games haven't even been sold yet. So I still think it was a good deal. But anyway, let me show you what was in the package, and then we'll take it from there. So let me flip over there real quick. So this was the Facebook Marketplace pickup that I did today. Um, this was what I got for $44. So I mean, obviously the console controller's in good shape. Got the battery cover, so that's good. I tested that; that works. And then these are the games that we got. We got Fear Files. We got Fight Night Round 4. I thought that was worth more than it actually was. The one that I looked up on Amazon was selling new for 140. So turns out it's not worth as much as I thought, but that's okay. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Batman Arkham City, good title. Grand Theft Auto 4, Baseball 2K10, Crisis 2, another good title. Shift 2 Unleashed, limited edition. That's also worth a few bucks. Borderlands Game of the Year edition. I'm not sure if I have that. If I don't, I'm going to keep that. NBA 2K12. That's a throwaway. Two Minecrafts: Minecraft Story Mode and Minecraft the Xbox 360 edition, and then Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 the combo pack. Some of these cases are in a little rough shape. You can see like here, the outside is gone, but what they did was they actually taped the cover on. So I'll have to do some cover surgery. There's a blemish right there in the Minecraft case, but I've got a better one of those. So I'll clean up these cases, put them in fresh, brand new cases. The one's worth it anyway. The rest of them will go into the trade-in pile. But yeah, I told you the story of how the price came to be. So I didn't think for $44 that was a bad deal. I'll probably make that back on the console alone, and then the games will just be profit. Some will go to eBay, some will go to Amazon. But speaking of eBay, let's go pop back over to the computer and take a look at what's sold on eBay today. Try and make this a little bit more of a full video with some actual valuable content in it. So let's take a look. So since I only had the one pickup, I thought I'd show you what sold on eBay today. Didn't have a bad day, about $170 today across the two accounts. So I thought I would just take a second and show you what sold on eBay. So the first thing you're looking, let me see which one I'm looking at here. Looking at that one. I've got both of my accounts pulled up. This is my secondary account. And this one had $74 today. This gets shipped out tonight. So I'll show you real quick. This is a Wii Speak. I guess it's a microphone attachment for the Wii. I got this as part of a bundle for a Wii system. Paid $20 for the bundle, so I really didn't have a whole lot into this. Just wanted to move it, so I priced it really low. It wasn't going for a whole lot, so $2.84. But they paid $3.80 shipping, so I'll make about $2. Again, not a big deal, but it's gone. This is an interesting thing. One of the lots I got last summer, I guess, late summer, early fall, end of yard sale season around here. I got thrown into a big bundle, which I didn't show you guys because I wasn't doing these videos then. But I got a big stack, probably about yay thick, maybe an inch and a half thick of manuals. Old PlayStation manuals, no games, no cases, just the manuals. And it was thrown into a bundle that I got. It was like an entire tub. Probably should have done that video, but it was an entire tub of stuff. And this was one of the more valuable manuals. I had it listed. Does it show what I had it listed for? I had it listed for $24, but I took a best offer of $20. For basically having nothing into it and a stack of manuals. Already made the money back, so this is pretty much all profit. So yeah, so $20, be a couple of bucks shipping, maybe $3. I'll ship it media mail. When I ship these manuals media mail, I always wrap them in cardboard so that they're really protected. But yeah, so that'll probably net me about $18, and that's all profit. This was an interesting find. This was I got really excited. If you ever see the old iOmega drives, um, either at a yard sale or a Goodwill or wherever, you want to pick them up because believe it or not, they're still worth tremendous money. And this was a Goodwill find that I got, and it was the case, an iOmega 250 meg zip drive, and about 8 to 10 zip discs, and it was all $8. When I looked it up online, I saw that The drives were selling for about $100. So this was a no-brainer. Pick it up for $8. Unfortunately, when I got it home, the drive didn't work, um, and I thought about returning it. But when you buy something at Goodwill, you don't get your money back. You only get store credit. And I know I would have made that back, but I figured, it's $8. I'm in the profit pretty much from last year, so it was worth it. So I decided to lot it out. So I've got the drive listed as parts only. I've got three separate listings. I've got the parts only for the drive with the power supply. No, I'm sorry. I separated out the power supply as its own. So I've got the case, which didn't sell for a lot, but I got it wasn't 750 shipping. It was $10 shipping. So, I'll make a couple of bucks on this. Again, the money's going to be in selling the. Remember, I only got $8 into the whole thing, and I've got the power supply listed for like $14, and the drive parts only for like $20. So once they sell, I'll make that money back. But this was an easy flip. I put it up as an auction just because, I didn't want to sit there and fool around with the price. I just put it at 99 cents. As long as they pay shipping, they can have it. And that's what it sold for. So again, not a lot of money. This is not a big money making account, but I just want you to see what sold. The Defender Arcade Classics, apparently is a rare find. Not sure why. If you find these, um, I pick it up. I picked this up for about I think it was on sale for like $17. Not a lot of profit in this. I took a best offer of 24.55, so I'll make about $5. And then shipping is 8.25, but I think they paid more because I always do calculated shipping. So yeah, I'm not sure what the difference is here. Maybe $9. I always do calculated shipping on anything more than a pound. So that's going to net me about $5 or $6, but I get my money back. I probably won't buy any more of those. Spending 19 or 17 to make five isn't a good math ratio. So, but I had two of them. They're both gone. So that's over and done with. So then I hop over here to my second account, and let me show you the things. This is my primary account. This was three orders, about $100. Um, so let's just go through these real quick. This is a GameCube that I got at a yard sale about a year ago. Um, I always list my stuff high because I'm in no hurry to sell it and I know what it's worth. But this one had been sitting a while. I paid about $15 for this at the yard sale, and that included a controller. For my GameCubes, I tend to lot them up separately from the controllers. I have the GameCube with all the cables and power supply, but then I sell the controller separate because number one, the controller has value on its own, and people can use it for a GameCube or they can use it for the Wii. So it's always a good idea for me to sell them as separate pieces. So this one I had listed at $51. I took a best offer of 45. 45 is still a fair price for this. And then $10 they paid for shipping. I knew exactly what this would cost because anything over a pound, I do calculated shipping on, and I always weigh it beforehand, so I know about what size box I'm going to use, and I know what the weight's going to be, so I can give them a fairly accurate shipping price. This one, actually, the shipping came in at like 960, so it was pretty on the money. This was a PlayStation analog watch that I found at Walmart. I paid $4 for it at Walmart, and fortunately, I live in Delaware. We have no sales tax, so $4 is what I paid for it, and that was the final out the door price. Sold this one for $26.56 with free shipping. Shipping was about $4 on this, so I net about $20. So I made about $15 profit on this one. So I thought that was a fair deal. This has only got only two. I'm pretty sure I have a third one back there. I need to go take a look. So that was the second item. The third item, I don't know what it is about phones, but I get addicted to buying phones. If I'm in a Goodwill and I see phones, specifically the DECT 6.0 phones, I'm guessing that's like the latest and greatest technology. If I see a phone set, and by that I mean at least the cordless phone and the charging cradle, for $5, I'll pick that up. And usually I'll sell them separately, the charging cradle separate from the phone. This one came in a lot that I got for $5. It was two handheld units, a base station, and the charging cradle for the second phone for $5. So I lotted the base. In this particular case, I sold the base station and one phone by itself. I sold the cradle by itself, and then I sold this phone separately. If you notice, there's some pixel damage. I took some very good pictures. Um, of the pixel damage, and I put it in the description that there was some damage to the pixels. So I sold this one separately from the charger. Got $8 for it. It's going to cost me about $4 to ship. So the other things have already sold for. I think I sold the unit, the base unit, and the phone for. I think it was $16, and the cradle was for 12. So I've already made back the $5 that I spent. So I only made $4 on this, but hey, that was pure profit at that point. So yeah, so those were the three items that were sold on my primary account. About $100 altogether. I'm probably water bottle in the way. I'm probably going to net about $60, $70 in profit. So yeah, so that was it. Hope you guys got some value out of that, some information out of it. Don't forget, like I said at the beginning of the video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. I do not put out videos on a consistent basis. I only put them out when I have something interesting to share with you guys. So it behooves you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when a new video comes out so you can come back and check it out. Like the video, that gives us huge boosts in the YouTube metrics. And leave a comment. Let us know what you let me know what you think. Did I do a good job on the Facebook Marketplace pickup? Could I have done better? What do you think about the stuff that's sold? I'd love to get your thoughts and hear your feedback. Anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you have a great night, and I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye bye.